Welcome to El Rey de la Magia, the oldest magic shop in the world. Hello, my name is Pau Martinez and I'm the owner of El Rey de la Magia. It's known as the oldest magic shop in the world. And well, I grew up here behind these curtains. And well, at the age of 20, I opened a theater dedicated exclusively to magic shows with a museum and also a magic bar. And the project lasted for 8 years, and now that it's over and my parents are retired, I'm just keep managing the shop with all the cultural movement that is around it. My parents bought the shop in 1994. They had both a theater company and they produce also magic shows. And they just realized that, well, my father, he has that dream to work at the shop when he was a child. The last owner never let him work here. And when the last owner dies, there was a poet that it's famous here in Catalonia and Spain. It's called Joan Brossa. He makes also a visual poetry. Barcelona is full of his sculptures. And he was a lover of magic, and he was in love with that shop, and he was a really close friend to my father, and he advised him that the shop was going to close definitely and needs to take it for someone that will love that kind of project. And well, my parents decided to take the shop. I grew up in this world, and for me was, when I was a child I didn't realize, but now I know how to appreciate it. But for me at the age of 8, 9, 10, 11 was the most normal thing in the world. It was like at the school, like, oh, what does your family do? My parents are musicians. Wow, like Harry Potter. And it's like I was. But for example, one thing that I really appreciate and I really like now is that my parents never told me a secret. They never explained me how the artifacts or the magic tricks work. And they encouraged me to deduce it by myself using logic. And at that time it was like, okay, I trying to discover the secrets, and I tell my parents what they think about it. And when I realize how does it work something, they confessed me the system and the idea. But well, that kind of education makes me to see the world in a really logic way at that young age, and now it's part of me and I really like it. The most I love running the shop is that all the days are different. It's not like an office that I always have to check the email. And here, all the customers we have are of a lot of different kinds. We are teaching magic from the children to the professionals. We are also working with professionals in the world of theater, of the cinema. Even here in the shop, we have our own line of products. All of this that we have behind, with these envelopes, it's our own brand. And we specialize also with a lot of products for beginners and for children, because this is the main audience we have. But then we have a lot of things also for professionals, and sometimes there is a professional magician that needs some specific thing, and we can make it for him. Well, this store survived 2 world wars, a civil war from Spain, 2 pandemics, and that's because the owners was always keep fighting. But for example, the second owner, that was that person who was managing the shop in the civil war, he was homosexual, and that was a difficult situation for him at that time, because even not only the civil war, just all the dictator we have for 4 years in Spain, the homosexuality was punished with jail or even death. So he was to be really careful. Even with all the Catalan culture, and even the Catalan language was punished. So he really has to take care of him, to still alive. So I think he was a real survivor, and it's for him that we are here now in this shop. So all the COVID was a strike to us, also a lot of the other commerce and restaurants and all the economy. We had to close it, and well, we had to stop all the cultural projects that we had, magic shows, some magic classes also. And now, well, with the pandemic, we closed for almost 4-6 months. But during all the other years of more than 140 years, the shop was open. All the magic shops are disappearing in the world. As any other hobbies, internet is like, it's erasing all the physical shops. But in magic, it's so important to keep the contact with the people where you are buying the product, because here we are not only buying some object, we are also teaching. And it's not the same that if you buy some trick on internet, that it goes always with instructions. But here, when the customer comes, usually they say, I don't know what I want. That never happens in other shops. When you go to a shop, you know more or less what you want. But here, it's like you come blind. Now in the informatic era, it's like all the secrets are in YouTube, but they aren't. So it's true that you can find a lot of the secrets explained in internet, but it's not new. Even in TV shows, before the YouTube exists, there was some programs dedicated to explain the magic secrets. Obviously, it's a little bad for magic, but it's not so bad, because what it creates, it's attention to this kind of art. So if you are searching something of magic, some circuit on internet, it's because you like it. So that's a good situation, because you begin maybe searching just curious for the secrets, and after that you came to the shop and buy some products and begin to make magic. So it's another way to know this kind of art. For being a good magician, of course, needs some skills, but not just the skills to make a ball disappear with your hands. There's also, you need well, at the end you are on stage, and it's not needs to be a theater. Even in a bar with friends, that table, with that situation, with that 4 people watching you, that it's just a stage. That's the thing that some magicians, a lot of people that begins doesn't understand, because they think that only performing the effect and creating that impossible situation, that's enough, and it's not. So if I bring you any other world that you only have in your imagination, and we make it real, we can feel it real, and you can live that sensations, for me it's one of the most impressive arts that exists.
Okay, I do it again. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Look at this. I erase 1. Okay, I do the same in the other side. Yes. And look at this. I erase this 1. I have 1 here. I'm just trying, because in the other side I have 1. Okay, are you following me or not?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I do it again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And now, can you put your hand in this way? Okay. Oh, beautiful nails. Perfect. Close very slowly your hands. Close, 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 close. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And now I do something amazing. I put the cross here. And I take it. I take the cross. I feel something. Very clear. This way. Turn. Very slowly. Open your hand.
Bianca, are you doing this?
It's a great gift. It's forever, like the tattoo.
There's a memory I have that it's for me one of the best memories I have from this work. It was on our theater in a magic show that we produced. That at the end of the show there was a family waiting to salute us and just talk with us, and at the end they told us that the father of the family got cancer, and he was making a list and crossing all the things that he wants to make before it's gone. And one of the things was seeing a magic show, because he never saw a magic show never. And he begins to cry and told us that was an amazing experience. And I think that's kind of a really beautiful thing, that know that when you really want something and feel that something is important, he decided to come to visit us for crossing that list. It could go to any other magic show, but he come to us and he really loved it and enjoyed it. A magic trick, it's for 1 minute, it's for 1 hour, it's for 10 seconds, and that stills on your brain. And the reaction that you get, it's immediately a direct feeling about something impossible that happens and blow your mind. And that's not happening in any other art. And magic has one of the most exciting feelings that can transmit it, because it's a miracle. What you are seeing, it's something impossible that happens just in your time, in the present time. It's not forever.